You got to tell them no. You're like, Sonny, you got to tell them like Sonny. Tell them no. Turn around and tell them no. That's what Sonny said. he said, tell them no. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Yeah. Oh man, we got something for you today, man. We got it for you. Most definitely. Tap on in for the festivity. It is King Supreme, and you in the right place to be. You already know. Now, you got a Mexican Latina. You got a Mexican Latina in Houston who said a lot of crazy things about black folks, right? And some of my people in Houston was saying, man, we ain't got the same problems y'all got in California. I said, listen, man, I don't care where you go. A lot of them have the same mentality. You can deny this all you want if you choose to. But guess what? I'm here to set the record straight. I'm going to turn around and tell them no. You know? That's what Sonny said. Sonny said, tell them no. Turn around and you tell them no. Sonny said, hell no, I don't want to see black folks get no reparations. You turn around and tell them no. Not until the Mexicans get ours first. You tell them no. Sonny said, nah, I don't care about no blacks getting reparations. Not until the Mexicans get ours first. Yeah. Houston is big Mexico. So listen, some of my Houston brothers were telling me that, hey, man, we get along down here. We don't have these problems. I didn't believe it. I've been in Houston before. I've been all over the country. That anti-black mindset runs rapidly through the Latino community. Come on, man. You can't tell me no different. I know what it is. My boots been laced a long time ago when it comes to these people. Now, if you've been watching me, I've been on the front line calling out these anti-black Latinos. I've been doing this for a minute. Calling out the buffoonery in our own community, which a lot of our FBA brothers won't do. I got to take my belt off. I got to do it because a lot of these brothers, they're not going to say anything. But today on this show right here, we're going to talk about the anti-black racism that comes from their community. Sometimes you got to take your belt off. Yeah, man, I'm going to take my belt off. You know? Take that damn belt off. Let's get into this right here. Now, before we get into the Ashley thing, man, we want to get it. And I got it from Tyrone, man. Tyrone put this up. Even though I've done this a long time ago, I've seen people who just posted videos of these Mexicans saying that they don't want us to get reparations. I did this years ago. A lot of people are just catching on. So if you want to talk about somebody who's a foundational black American that's been on code calling out everything, calling out the white folks for this fake ass, you know what I mean, black fatigue nonsense they was talking. I went in on the white community for that. I've been calling out the anti-black Latinos and also calling out the buffoonery in our own community. I took my belt off a long time ago. So I don't want to hear, excuse me, I don't want to hear none of you suckers and simps saying that King Supreme is off code. No, you're off code. Check this out. Hey, man, check this out right here. I'm finna go right in.
Marching for y'all. Listen close.
Equality. Wait your turn to those young raza or raza who want to believe that. You better turn your TV, brother. You better turn your radio, man.
So what do you think about these Black Lives Matter that they want to be paid for being, what is it, slaves and all that?
Reparation.
What are you talking about? Well, I heard they passed in North Carolina. But it was it was a small little town in North Carolina that passed reparations for whoever.
You see the Mexican dude on the left? American Cholo said, well, they passed one in North Carolina. They're probably going to get over there. He like, what? I want you to hear how offended he was when American Cholo said blacks might get reparations in North Carolina. This Mexican was highly offended. Like, what?
Passed in North Carolina. But it was a small little
what is it, slaves and all that?
Reparation.
What are you talking about? Well, I heard they passed in North Carolina. But it was a small little town in North Carolina that passed reparations for whoever's over there. I'm sure they'll try to do something out here in California. I think they already actually got a little board going that they're going to start looking into it.
That's when we, the raza, need to step up, protest, and I'm talking major, and turn around and tell them, no. Nobody gave reparations until the Native Americans and the Mexicans get ours first. We've been going through this crap a lot longer.
He said, turn around and tell them no. Tell them no. This dude right here was so offended. Like, what? They're going to give them reparations? What? Sonny said, no, the raza needs to march. Heavy protest. Turn around and tell them no. Nobody get reparations until the Mexicans get ours first, I said. Now, that's what Sonny said. So are we really surprised that Ashley Gomez in Houston, Texas was talking reckless about black folks? I'm not surprised at all.
And turn around and tell them, no. Nobody gave reparations until the Native. That's when we, the raza, need to step up. The raza need to step up. We, the raza. That's when we, the raza, into it. That's when we, the raza, need to step up. Protest, and I'm talking major, and turn around and tell them, no, nobody gave reparations until the Native Americans and the Mexicans get ours first. We've been going through this crap a lot longer, so I don't want to hear it. Because it's not fair, dog. How are you going to give a bunch of money to a specific group? This is the United States, a melting pot. How are you going to give it to a specific group?
Because right now they've got the white people with so much guilt. It was your.
I got that from Tyrone. You better call Tyrone. You better call Tyrone. Call him. Now let's get into the Ashley. Go ahead.
First reaction is like, is this real? Is this real? We know social media and what it could do these days. We even know what AI
now
can do
you
these
see
days.
how they were against reparations. Let's move on to Texas. Ashley Gomez, and you're gonna hear what she said about black people. Oh, it was so much profanity, they had to bleep out every word. She said she can't stand your black folks. You need to get on a ship and go back to Africa. I mean, she said all type of stuff about black folks. Ashley went in on the black community 100%. She said she's fed up with your darkies. She don't want them in this country. Texas was Mexico anyway. That was she did.
So this video first reached my phone about 11 p.m. last night. What is the time is now? What, almost 3 o'clock? It's been almost 15 hours.
The one Mexican dude said, how can you give it to a Pacific group? Because this specific group, which is foundational black Americans, we built the country. We paved the way for your people to come over here. This specific group, foundational black Americans, yes, we're responsible for all minorities having civil rights in this country. That was done by one Pacific group. We gave this country over 500 years of free labor. She's going to say 300. That was 500 years of free labor. Then you talk about going through Jim Crow for 100 years. This particular group is the only group that's went through that right here on American soil. So you're damn right they owe reparations to foundational black Americans, one particular group. Now let's move on to this racist Mexican woman who was a police officer in Houston. Man, they got a bunch of racist Mexicans on the LAPD. You know how many racist Mexicans work for the LAPD? The Los Angeles County Sheriff. This is pretty damn common to us in Cali. We see it all the time. We've been knowing how Mexicans been. We've been knew how they felt about black folks. This is no surprise right here. Now, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to let the tape roll.
since that video surfaced, and we've not heard from our leadership with HPD, which is quite concerning, right? Given how diverse the city is, given diverse this department is, we've not heard their stance on the behavior and a reaction from our leadership regarding these actions. And so what we are doing is, yes, we are calling on HPD leadership to conduct a swift, a thorough, and complete investigation into this officer's actions. Every second that a comment is not made from our leadership erodes the public trust. Every second that a comment is not made erodes the public respect and transparency for which we work so hard to build each and every day. Those good apples out there working each and every day to build. I tell you that the calls are nonstop. The text messages are nonstop, right? Those remarks in that video were disgraceful, disrespectful, despicable, distasteful. Those are some of the adjectives that could describe those conversations that were had. The fact that this officer is an officer who sits in the roll call with other Black officers. This is an officer who testifies in a court of law against Black community members charged with committing a crime. This is the same officer who answers calls for service for Black community members. So my question is, was this officer ever offering impartial services for the community for which she took an oath to serve and protect? We're concerned about that. I also urge that this department takes a deep look into this officer's body camera footage and her files and JPR, her reviews with her supervisors, to see what type of character she has had since joining the HPD due to these remarks of that officer. I think that this is time for restorative justice, and there needs to be some type of conversation to restore the trust in that community. It's very disheartening from what we saw in that video. There has to be a conversation held around this. There has to be accountability. There has to be transparency on where the department stands with hiring as well. We are ensuring that we are getting qualified, good officers who take an oath to do the right thing at the right time and who have a character and who have integrity behind their actions.
And I think we know that there might be some other bad apples whose videos maybe like this haven't
You
gotten
crazy
out.
if you think Ashley is the only one. You think she's the only Mexican who worked for the Houston Police Department that feels that way about Blacks? Come on, use common sense. This right here is a part of their culture. They were talking reckless in California. You're damn right they're going to be talking reckless in Texas. There's a whole bunch of bad apples. She ain't the only one that feels this way. Y'all better quit playing.
Or maybe they don't say these things out loud. What would you want to say?
With hiring as well. We are ensuring that we are getting qualified, good officers who take an oath to do the right thing at the right time and who have a character and who have integrity behind their actions.
And I think we know that there might be some other bad apples whose videos maybe like this haven't gotten out, or maybe they don't say these things out loud. What would you want to say to maybe any other men or women in blue who might feel the same way that this officer does, but just has chosen not to publicly say those words or those phrases?
Sure. I think it's needless to say, we don't need you here. We don't want you here, right? It's embarrassing to also be someone who wears a badge and have to be a part of the restorative process to bring the community back into alignment with how we offer our services and to have that trust. I would say, just as it states in our general orders when it comes to employee misconduct, if an officer has any type of suspicion or anything that an officer carries in their mind or carries or have a belief towards, you need to say something. You know, you're not tattling or ratting someone out. You are protecting the integrity of this profession, something that has been in scrutiny since the George Floyd in 2020. Here we are back at the fact that someone blatantly went online to spew hatred, to spew racism towards Black officers, towards Black people, towards the Black community. We're deeply disturbed by that. I cannot stress that enough.
Hey, man, that's how she really feels, though, man. I'm not disturbed at all because I understand this is how they really feel.
To know that this officer took those classes, you know, has over 1,600 hours, is now a police officer and is saying these things, what would you like to see happen after seeing that she went through all the training?
Sure. Quite frankly, I would like to see TCO, the Texas Commission on Law Enforcement, take the appropriate steps and measures to revoke this officer's license to police in the state of Texas, and as well as her file to reflect her character and professionalism so that she's not able to be picked up by any agency in the United States. She should never have been wearing a badge. She shouldn't wear a badge.
Well, we got a lot of racist Mexicans in Los Angeles who work for the LAPD who feel the same way. This is no surprise to us people out here in Cali. You know, check this out. I want you guys to witness this rant. Check it out.
Like, I don't, oh, we were slaves this entire, I don't give a like, for a reason you guys were slaves.
There's a reason you guys were slaves. I don't care. I can't stand you, wooty woo.
The amount of times that I will always and forever say that I hate, oh my God, I hate, like, I hate y'all, like, you, like, I don't, oh, we were slaves this entire, I don't give a like, for a reason you guys were slaves. You guys don't know anything better than to steal. Like, oh my, like, I was literally eating food with my friend. He had his, oh my God, like, I don't know, por Dios, por gracias de Dios, I had my wallet next to me, like, my whole purse, and those, like, that little small ass decided not to steal my wallet. Oh my God, I would have grabbed my heel and, like, whooped the out of that ass. But, like, whatever, right? Some other little side that he had decided to steal my friend's wallet. Like, how possible, bro, can you stupidly be to steal another wallet? Like, please tell me, like, how do you know the pin? Like, bro, like, how, like, oh my God, like, oh my, like, I swear to y'all should have, like, we were literally eating there. I had my wallet next to me. I pulled up a chair. I put my purse there, and my, like, that's why I need to start carrying. Like, oh my God, like, that's L on me for not carrying. Like, okay, like, I'll take that shit on the chin, like, whatever, right? But, like, my friend literally had his phone and his wallet, like, right next to us, and we were eating, chit-chatting. We were there for, like, fucking 40 minutes already, and then two fucking little decided to walk past us.
You
One of
said
them
these
decided to run.
N-words. Well, oh, I hate you black so much. You was enslaved for a reason. I can't stand you. I hate black people. Like, man, she going in.
Up on my friend and grabbed the wallet from the table, and oh my God, my friend took off running after him. I get up and I grab that other from the neck, and I was like, hey, I was like, tell your friend to get the back here. He's like, get the off me. Like, I'm not gonna punch a female. I was like, I don't give a. I was like, what the are you gonna possibly say? Like, are you gonna call 911 because I called you a no, right? Oh my God. I don't know, this shit didn't record, but it was like, I'm kind of glad it didn't record, because it was like me expressing how much I hated black people after this. Like, dog, like, let me get a black person on a 911 call tomorrow, especially. You're going to jail. I don't give a you're getting treated like bunch of shit, because why the as you as a small ass are you learning how to steal already? Like, how the like, in downtown, Nick, I grabbed that other dude from the neck, and I was like, hey, I was like, get your friend to get over here right now or else. And he's like, hey, back off. Like, I don't hit females. I was like, I don't give a you. He's like, I'm gonna call cops. I was like, I don't give a. I was like, please tell a 911 cop that I called you. Where is the like crime in that?
She
please.
said, tell him I called you the N-word. I'm proud of it, and I'll say it again. She said, we're monkeys, we're pinche mayates, and, you know, she just said a whole lot of stuff. Damn, she got a whole lot of smoke and hatred for black folk. I've been telling y'all to quit voting Democrat. You guys are the ones that voted all these damn illegals in. You talk about being off code. Look at all these people that voted for Kamala Harris and Sleepy Joe Biden. They're the ones who brought all these damn immigrants over here. And you got the nerve to talk about you on code. Man, you people better get on code. Look at Georgia. Look at North Carolina. It's a bunch of them invading there. They're invading the southeast region of the country. They're going to bring this same mentality over there. This is Houston. This is not California. I'm going to let it again. I'm going to let it rip.
After this, like, dog, like, let me get a black person on a 911 call tomorrow, especially you're going to jail. I don't give a you're getting treated like a bunch of shit, because why the as you as a small ass are you learning how to deal already? Like, how the like in downtown, I grabbed that other dude from the neck and I was like, hey, I was like, get your friend to get over here right now or else. And he's like, hey, back off. Like, I don't hit females. I was like, I don't give a you. He's like, I'm gonna call cops. I was like, I don't give a I was like, please tell a 911 cop that I called you. Where is the like crime in that? Please, like, scammer gets scammed. Like, please tell them I called you. Like, oh my god, but
let's feel Scott had to say about this. So homie had to say. You already know.
right? Oh my god. I don't know, this didn't record, but it was like, I'm kind of glad it didn't record, because it was like me expressing how much I hated people after this.
He said,
like,
I expressed how much I hated black folks after this. This is Houston. They had this woman working as a police officer. Make sure that you bless the like button when you slide through. Shout out to Fly Guy for blessing the super chat, man.
Like, let me get a black person on a 911 call tomorrow, especially you're going to jail. I don't know, you're getting treated like a bunch of, because the amount of times that I will always and forever say that I hate. Oh my god, I hate chimps. Like, I hate y'all. Like, you, like, I don't, oh, we were slaves, this and that. I don't give a, like, for a reason you guys were slaves. I don't know anything better than a steal. Like, oh my god. Like, I was literally eating food with my friend. He had his, oh my god, like, I don't know, por Dios, por gracias, if I had my wallet next to me, like my whole purse, and those little small ass cheats decided not to steal my wallet. Oh my god, I would have grabbed my heel and like whooped the ass. But like, whatever, right? Some other, but no homo or nothing. Y'all don't know how good it felt to say like out loud, like goddamn, oh my god, I felt like I was back in the Marine Corps. Like, I kid you not, I don't know what came over me. I grabbed that by the neck and I was like, come here, you, oh my god, like, I felt like the world just stopped. Like, it was just peace. Like, like, I don't know. And then he was just like even I in my head, I was like, pasaste, because I called him up downtown chimps. There, they could have beat him my, and then he like stops like, hey, no, just call me.
She just said black people are chimps, black people are monkeys. Oh, she went in. She said we are chimps and monkeys. Shout out to Lance for the Cash App. I appreciate you. She said they're chimps, they're monkeys, they stink, they're animals. I can't stand black folks. I grabbed that little monkey by his neck. That's what she said. And these are the people that they hire on the police force. You talk about some anti-blackness. Well, here it is.
Here and her. I was like, oh my god, like, you're, and I called you and like, world peace.
Okay. All right. This woman was actually a Houston police officer. She's been on the force about 4 years. Now, we see the white supremacists bigging her up, thinking that's a great thing she did. They're saying freedom of speech and all of that. Oh, I've seen the white supremacists loving every bit of this, right?
Yeah.
And listen, if you want to say that about black people, that's on you. But if there's a consequence that come with it, that's also on you too. Now, you don't have to like black people, and trust me, we don't care. We really don't care if you don't like us. Here's the issue when we do care. If you're a police officer, oh, we definitely care, because you have the power to take life and get away with it. You can put trumped up charges on people and put them in jail. This woman said the next day she wanted to find a black person. She went on a 911 call with a black person. She was going to take him to jail. See, that's that kind of stuff. So now what the Houston Police Department going to have to do, and the prosecutor's office, which they're already talking about this now, is look through all her cases with black people and see, is it legitimate or is something that's not legitimate? And we'll have to talk to every last one of them. Because clearly this woman is a white supremacist. You say, white supremacist? She's not white. Who came up with that word? Who came up with that word? It wasn't nobody else but them. She's speaking just like them. That's why they support it, right? We care when people like her are as a prosecutor. We care if you're a judge. We care if you're a sheriff. We care if you work in the bank and over the home loans, business loans, and talking like that. We care when you're in the city council or you work in a permit office. We care because if you don't like black people, you're not going to let them get their permits for their businesses or their health permits or whatever the case may be. So anything with any kind of power that can affect black people, if you're on the school board and you feel that way, we care because you can harm black children based on your anti-black racism. So yes, we have to care about this one. If she was just some random whatever, we may say our piece, we may not. But this is a big issue and a big problem. Now, we got several layers to this conversation tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Several layers. Let's go to the first layer. Number one, that attitude comes from their homeland. Let me explain what I mean by this. If you talk to Latinos, the ones that are going to be real with you, okay, they will tell you about that attitude in their homeland. They will tell you too.
They brought that over here. Hey, who been? I'm one of the first FBA brothers that's been going hard on these Mexicans for being, going hard on Mexicans for their anti-blackness. Of course, this mindset comes from their homeland. They bring it over here. They didn't become racist once they got here. Their people already they was already racist before they got here. Lefty Gunplay said LA is racist, going to prison in the Mexican homes, it's just like that, fool. You know what I mean? We're very racist towards blacks. I don't know what made our brothers and sisters in Texas believe that Mexicans out there were any different. I told you. They'll pretend to be cool with you until they get mad. Then they really gonna let you know how they truly feel. Talking about they're different. Man, please, different mind.
They will also tell you they have extreme colorism. Even
when I see all these goofies talking about I'm on code because I hold a black woman accountable that's a feminist and a 304 and a divester, don't get mad at me doing that. I'm doing the work of God when I call out these divestors and feminists in our community. I'm doing the damn work of God. The same thing when I was calling out these Mexicans, showing you guys the videos, showing you the LA City Council. Nuri Martinez got caught on camera calling blacks monkeys, and these are your LA City Council members. I exposed that. I went hard in the paint. Called out the Latinos in New York for claiming that they created hip hop 50-50. I've been doing this for a long time. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. I'm doing the work of God. Shut up and listen and take notes. I ain't sitting up here just talking about soft targets and people who ain't gonna say nothing. I've been exposing this nonsense for years, going hard in the paint. Yeah.
Indigenous Latinos that's in Latin America, preferably this woman's Mexican. In Mexico, the indigenous people are looked down upon because they are just about either our color or a little shade not our color, but they're not her color, Ashley's color in the video. And for sure, the black Mexicans, because black people been in Mexico forever, right? We are in every country of the planet, black folk. We speak every language on the planet, okay? So you remember Nuri Martinez from Los Angeles, California. You remember she was on the city council and they recorded her talking about the little black boy. And then she also was talking about the Oaxacans at the same time with the black people, because the Oaxacans, they look down on them because they're so dark.
Man, I exposed the Mexicans on the LA City Council that was calling blacks mayetes and monkeys. I exposed them. The American Cholo video, I exposed that 3 years ago, going in on that, breaking down the anti-black mindset. and a long list of other things. So if anybody's on code with this FBA content, it is me. I call out the Latino community. I call out the buffoonery in our own community. I call out the buffoonery in our own community. I don't hold no punches over here. I'm not one of those dudes that's going to say, hey, queen, hey, blah, blah. At some point, we got to call our own people out for the buffoonery, for the nonsense. And I do it every chance I get. Now, when it comes to these anti-Black Latinos, this has been going on for a long time. A lot of our people in the South and Midwest, this is new to you guys. It ain't new to me. I'm from California. I've been up on game about these anti-Black Latinos. I've been spreading the word for a long time. Hopefully you guys take notes. Hopefully you guys take action. You've been voting for Democrats. Democrats are the main ones that have been overpopulating our country with these illegals. They're bringing these illegals over here to replace you. You better wake up and smell what's going on. It's so many illegals in this country now, and they didn't have anchor babies, so much to the point to where they don't even need the black vote no more. They don't even need the black vote no more. They brought in immigrants to replace you, and guess what? Most of our people were still voting Democrat. 90% of black women voted for Kamala Harris. 70-something% of black men voted for Kamala Harris, and you talk about being off code. If you voted for Kamala Harris, you voted for open borders. You voted for policies that was meant to replace you. How stupid can you be to vote for a woman who wanted to bring millions of illegals over to replace you? The overwhelming majority of FBA people voted for Kamala Harris. You ought to be embarrassed for being that dumb.
I don't know if you remember this Mexican lady some years ago. They put her on some major magazine, was it Vogue or something, and she was an indigenous a woman from Mexico. No, she was, I'm gonna say maybe a little lighter than me, not much. Her hair was down here, and oh, you should have seen the comments. They were offended that she got to be put on the cover.
When I say hold our people accountable, we're holding our people accountable so that our people ain't dumb and lost in the sauce. We can only be responsible for our people. We can't be responsible for what other people do. Now, we can put our people up on game about the anti-blackness that comes from their community. We got to hold our people accountable so that history won't repeat itself. The majority of our people voted for open borders. If you voted for Kamala Harris, that's exactly what you voted for. If you voted for Democrats, you voted for open borders. Open border policies hurts the black community 100%. And guess what? Our people were still dumb enough to vote for Kamala Harris. The overwhelming majority voted for Kamala. And you talk about our people being off code. That is a prime example. You voted for Kamala Harris, and that woman got a whole white husband. Kamala Harris is laid up with a whole white man, and we were still dumb enough to vote for that woman. I didn't vote for that woman, but the majority of us did.
Words. Then, if you remember the Black Panther movie, Black Panther 2, the actor that played Namor.
I didn't vote for Kamala Harris, but the overwhelming majority of us did vote for Kamala Harris. If you voted for Kamala Harris, you voted for open borders, plain and simple. Open borders harms our community. Loose immigration policies harms the black community, because guess where they send these illegals to? They send them to black areas, because black areas have cheap housing, and that's where they flood these people. They flood them in our community so that they can get cheap housing. Eventually, they're going to replace you in your own community, in your own cities. You're not even going to be the majority no more. You're going to become the minority in your own community if you keep voting for these open border policies. Shame on black folks for being diehard Democrats. Shame on you fools. Like Mr. T said, I pity the damn fool. What is it going to take for y'all to wake up? Voting for the same people that's flooding your community with all these damn illegals coming from south of the border. What's wrong with you, fool? I told y'all a long time ago to quit voting for these damn Democrats. I've been saying it for years. You're going to wait until it's too damn late.
Or the Mexican actor, they complained on him, say that he was too dark. that they didn't like him, that he's not a good representation because he's too dark skinned. Well, newsflash, the original people of Mexico is dark like him and darker. How you got that light skin, let's talk about history. How you got that light skin is because of that Spaniard. We know the Spanish colonized mostly Latin America. Then you have, of course, Portuguese. The Dutch had some colonization, and also the Portuguese. Right. All these people are white. That's what some people don't realize. Spanish is a European language. Portuguese is a European language, just like English is originally a European language. So these are all white folk, just different flavor of white. White folk, and
a bunch of idiots who voted for Kamala Harris got the nerve to say that I'm off code because I hold black women accountable. I call out the feminists and divestors and bed wrenches. So you got goofy ass people in our community that want to say I'm off code for holding a woman accountable. These are the same people who voted for Kamala Harris. Imagine that. An idiot like that telling me that I'm off code. Man, please. Go suck on a you-know-what. A fat one.
Latin America did something different than white folks here. See, white folks here, and they did this in the Caribbean too, like with the Dominicans, right? So the reason why they feel more so a kinship to being Spanish is because when they had their kids, they kind of grafted them into the Spanish family, if that makes sense. Versus over here, yeah, they're going and violate a black woman. They're like, oh, you ain't white, you ain't part of us. I sell you into slavery. That's how they work here. So here, it made us easily unify and be like, hey, man, that's the enemy right there, right? They never say, oh, you're part of the white family now.
Yeah. Shout out to Phil. He broke it down. It was brilliant how he broke it down, man. Let's get into this. I got another clip that I want y'all to see. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. Let's go.
Since the post has gone viral, Gonzalez has been relieved of duty.
Hello there, Mia Gradney here with a look at what's making headlines in Houston, starting with a Houston police officer under investigation after a video circulating online appears to show her going on a racist rant while off duty. The police department confirmed Officer Ashley Gonzalez has been relieved of duty. A warning, the video is disturbing and we are only sharing a small portion of it. Here's Megan Reyna with the rest of the story.
The amount of times that I will always and forever say that I hate.
This is video of what police say appears to be their officer, Ashley Gonzalez, going on a racist rant. The Instagram post was clipped and shared by community activist Dr. Candace Matthews Monday night. The officer is heard saying a racial slur at least 25 times. Since the post has gone viral, Gonzalez has been relieved of duty.
Also from Houston, Ashley Gonzalez.
Sources with Houston police tell us Gonzalez graduated from the academy in January of 2024, and in the social media video references being in the Marines.
I felt like I was back in the Marine Corps.
The president of the Houston chapter of the NAACP, Bishop James Dixon, says he was shocked when he saw the video.
That's a sick mindset, and it's violence waiting to happen.
According to the Houston Police Department's general order, officers must comply with the code of ethics that mentions acting without prejudices. And they have a social media policy that prohibits them from posting anything that would harm the reputation of the department or city.
Let's start a dialogue and let's re-engage officers as to how we see people in this very diverse community that we live in.
The HPOU president, Douglas Griffith, said in his statement, quote, "In no way does the HPOU or its leadership condone or tolerate racist behavior from any of our officers," end quote. District A Councilwoman Amy Peck, who oversees the Public Safety Committee, says she understands the concerns over how this officer may have acted while off duty.
We have many safety measures in place to make sure that if something like this happens, that they will be held accountable and we can go back and look at all of these cases.
And that was Megan Reyna reporting for us. Now to a Houston man who says he is grateful to be alive after a trip to the pyramids near Mexico City turned deadly. Authorities say gunmen opened fire on tourists, killing one person and injuring more than a dozen before then.
Yeah, man. I tried to tell you. The jig is up. Yeah.
Oh my God, I felt like I was back in the Marine Corps. Like I kid you not. I don't know what for me. I grabbed neck like out loud. Like goddamn. Oh my God, I felt like I was back in the Marine Corps. Like I kid you not. I don't know what for me. I grabbed neck and I was like, come here. Oh my God, like I felt like the world just stopped. Like
She said, come here, N-word, come here, and with the hearty heart. She said she loved arresting monkeys. She loved treating black folks less than human beings. She looks at black folks like monkeys. She loved taking monkeys to jail. That's what this woman said. Yeah. She says she gonna put them monkeys in chains where they belong. You belong back, you deserve to be back in slavery. That's what this woman was saying.
it's just peace.
And of course, HPD is investigating Gonzalez. She has not been fired as of yet, instead relieved of duty. Incidents like this can...
So she hasn't been fired yet, but yet relieved of duty. Check it out.
Gonzalez, she has not been fired as of yet, instead relieved of duty. Incidents like this can shatter public trust with law enforcement. Now the community of law enforcement officers are coming together and weighing in. Joining us to discuss this, Sherelle Wood, the president of the Afro-American Police Officers League, and Antoine Holmes, the group's membership co-director. Glad to have you here on The Factor. It's stomach-turning. It's disgusting.
Now, imagine these idiots mad at me. Oh, Red be bashing black women. He off go. Man, I be talking about divestors, 304s, and feminists. And you're worried about me talking about them women, you're crazy. But keep in mind, these are the same individuals that voted for Kamala Harris. Imagine the idiot who voted for Kamala Harris fixing their mouth to say that I'm off code, and they the one that voted for Kamala Harris. If you voted for Kamala Harris, you voted for open borders if you voted for Kamala Harris. Now, as a foundational black American, you got to be the most dumbest individual on planet Earth to be a black person in America, and you gonna vote for open borders. How dumb is that? How off code is that? As a matter of fact, how dumb is that? You claim to be intelligent. You claim to be on code, but you voted for Kamala Harris. You ought to be embarrassed for your high levels of stupidity. Got the nerve to talk about who's off code, and you voted for open borders so that they can flood black communities with these illegals all across the country. That's exactly what you voted for if you voted for Kamala.
It's shocking that you would see this from a law enforcement officer bragging about it.
Absolutely.
On social media, no hold bar, just saying whatever she feels. Your thoughts about seeing this video?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you took some of the words right out of my mouth. We are all unanimous when it comes to this video was disturbing, disgraceful, despicable, disgusting. We were very appalled upon receiving this video in our inboxes this morning, actually on last night. I will tell you, as an organization representing primarily African-American officers, we do not condone this type of behavior, nor do we as officers condone or conduct ourselves in that type of manner as depicted in the video. I will say that we are confident that we did address our HPD leadership. We're confident that they will make the right decision to hold this officer accountable, to restore the public trust and respect that we've worked so hard to earn in this department from our community members.
And Antoine, did you have to do a double take and let me make sure this is a damn cop, to make sure that this person is on our force behaving like this out in the public?
Yes, I did. I received group text messages coming in, and people are asking us questions like, hey, is this real or is it AI? Because we live in an AI world. And this is when I heard from Ms. Wood that this is real, and it was shocking because we all took an oath, but we also go out here and serve our Houstonians, our community, and to hear this type of language, it broke my heart, because this is something that we've dealt with a lot in most of our life, and I just couldn't believe one of our own was speaking in this manner.
What do you mean you can't believe it? You better believe it. It's crazy that black folks act like they're surprised. You know how long I've been doing content exposing the anti-black racism from the Mexican Latino community? Why would you be surprised, homie? You seen what the LA City Council said about black people? They said they're monkeys. You seen what American Cholo and them said? He said, we need to march in heavy protest so that blacks can get reparations. They say nobody should get reparations until the Mexicans get our first homes. Right? And you mean to tell me that you're surprised? There's a Latino woman in Chicago that was calling black people monkeys on video. I'm going to let you hear that too. Give me another minute. What do you mean you surprised? What more do you need to see to be convinced that these people are anti-black? I just can't believe it. I would have never thought in a million years that a Mexican woman would say that about black folk. I just can't believe it. What do you mean you can't believe it?
And Sherelle, we've dealt with a lot in most of our life, and I just couldn't believe one of our own was speaking in this manner.
And Sherelle, for those who are wondering, obviously you represent a pole, yes, but you know how the wheels turn in HPD. For those who may be thinking, oh, well, she's just relieved of duty, she'll be back on the job. How does that process work for those who are wondering?
Sure. So anytime an officer is alleged to have committed some type of violation with a criminal or civil or just completely just egregious, the department does do a thorough and complete investigation into those actions. There is a process for it, okay? Exhausting all legal processes to ensure that the officer receives, due process, receives her time before our chief of police. But rest assured that our department is taking all necessary precautions to ensure that the officer is held accountable for her actions on what she stated in that video.
And this is for either of you. Many people are wondering, how did she ever get in? You know, you can't see into someone's mind, you can't read someone's mind, but she talked about doing it in the Marines. And so the question is, how did she ever become a police officer for either of you?
We have a thorough vetting process, but just like with any process, sometimes you can slip through the cracks. Some people can put on a good mask and act very well. And I have utmost confidence in our recruiting division, but you will have where some people slip through the cracks, and they will show their true colors when, as you say, like our body-worn cameras is off, they'll show you who they are. And unfortunately, I think this is the case that happened.
And of course, you came out of the academy in 2024. You see photos of a black police chief, Troy Finner, pinning her badge on her, and you're thinking, what is she thinking about him? What is she thinking about you guys who may work on the force with her? Do you ask yourself, where does this mentality come from, especially from someone of another minority group, a Hispanic?
No, absolutely. And to speak on the fact of the video, we're not certain whether that was the officer or not in that video, so I don't want to speak on that. But, like I said, it's disturbing because this is an officer who sits in roll call with black officers. This is an officer who testifies in the court of law against black people who are charged with a criminal offense. This is an officer who responds to calls for services for the black community. So we're just wondering, was she ever rendering impartial services for the community in which she served?
And really quick, let's go back to something you just said, because the audience may be taken aback by that. You're saying, well, we don't know that's her. So explain why you're saying that.
Well, this is a large department, right? To be honest, I don't know that officer personally. So I don't know the video that was shown with her badge being pinned on her. I can't personally testify whether or not that was Ms. Gonzalez in that video. That's what I mean by that.
But we know that a badge got on her ass.
Correct.
Somewhere.
That is correct. She was badged, and we do know that she was relieved of duty. So the department did do their investigation to determine whether, like we said, was it AI or was it an actual fact that was that officer.
And of course, yes, there is.
Man, come on, man. There was nothing AI about that. You know what it is. Quit playing games. Stop it. Maybe it was AI. No, this is how they really feel.
AI element out there. What are officers saying out there about this, both black, white, Hispanic, Asian, what have you?
Officers that I personally spoke to, a lot of us are upset. Some are enraged.
Is it at all embarrassing also?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Because you go out here and you put your life on the line every day. And you're this person backup. I'm Ms. Woods backup and vice versa. And to know that this person feels like that about a specific race and group, it does break your heart, because it's like, hey, I go out here and I put my life on line for you every day. I didn't know you felt that way about me.
Okay. Well, we want to thank you guys for coming on The Factor Uncensored and talking about this. And of course, the Houston Police Officers Union put out a statement as well condoning this behavior. Of course, Ray and Doug over there.
Yes, sir.
We want to thank you guys for joining us.
Now we're going to show you. Now this is Chicago. This is another Latino woman in Chicago talking crazy about black, and she worked for the school board. Now this Mexican lady in Houston, Texas, was a police officer talking crazy. You seen what the Mexican lady in Los Angeles City Council members was calling us monkeys and apes. Same thing. We're going to go to Chicago. Let's go to Chicago real quick. Been telling y'all about, hold on, my bad. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute.
About you guys who may work on the force.
My bad. We're going to go to the next clip, man. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. Shout out to my people. I appreciate you for pulling up. Hold on. I'm going to show you guys another clip. I'm going to show you another clip. Watch this. Now, this is another one right here. This came out of Chicago, family. Check this out.
An East Aurora, Illinois school board member by the name of Myra Reyes from District 131 came under a lot of scrutiny. In fact, they're asking her to resign because she got caught on a hot mic, per se, or recording about a year ago, basically talking greasy about black students in the district. Now, she, I guess, was interviewing for the vacant position at the time, and I guess this recording is out, but they're saying they can't really release it because it was behind closed doors. But from what they're saying is she was saying she does not believe that black students should have access to the bilingual services that are offered throughout the district. In fact, that those should be reserved for students who speak Spanish. And it's like, huh? So, of course, she issued a weak apology, and it went something like this. Check it out.
It was never my intention to offend or discriminate in any way, shape, or form against any minority group.
The comments community leaders say resurfaced in a recording from a closed session meeting.
And I was so focused on responding to the questions being asked that I failed to respond to this particular question with the sensitivity and care that it warranted.
So, you know, she says it was insensitive, and, you know, she should have basically responded to the question differently. It's like, you got caught being racist, right? Now, of course, the black...
She got caught, man. This is Chicago, or right outside of Chicago. She got caught saying black people don't deserve this. They're monkeys. They don't deserve nothing. They don't deserve the same thing that Latino students get. This was Illinois. She got caught saying racist things. So you've seen it going on in Houston. You've seen it going on in Los Angeles. You're seeing it go on in Chicago, Illinois. I continue to give you guys this proof.
Leadership there, including the NAACP, are like, nah, she got to resign. The apology is cute, but that's how she thinks, right? So if that's how she thinks and how she talks behind closed doors, what else is she doing to black students that nobody knows about, right? Now, of course, she says she ain't gonna resign. I'm sorry, take it at that. Now, where have we seen something like?
Now, imagine she works for a school board. You got these racist Latinas who are police officers, LA Council city members, police officers, working for the school board. So these people are teachers, LA City Council members, police officers. These are anti-black individuals with a whole lot of hatred towards black folks. And these people are getting good jobs, not mediocre jobs. These people are getting good jobs. And you voted for open borders when you voted for Kamala Harris. You ought to be embarrassed if you voted for Kamala Harris. You literally voted for open borders if you voted for Kamala. Open borders hurts the black community 100%.
That before Los Angeles, California. Y'all remember when the LA City Council there, mostly Hispanics, they were on what you call a hot mic, or they were secretly recorded, if you will, being extremely anti-black, to the tune of them having to resign, because at first they weren't going to resign either. Oh, they're sorry, I shouldn't have and I wouldn't have, and all this other stuff. And Nuri Martinez, she was the president, if you will, of the Los Angeles City Council there. She had to resign. It sounds like she lost her house and all kind of stuff. It was like, well, what do you expect?
She was a LA City Council member. She was calling blacks monkeys and apes. And imagine you're a city council member talking like this.
You're being racist. Right? Now let's get back to Aurora there in Illinois. Why is there services for students that speak Spanish? And it sounds like they speak Spanish only. So they're, I guess, maybe learning how to speak English. Why is that a thing? Sounds like because they have a lot of illegal immigrants over there, and they're going to use all those resources on them instead of the black students there. Right now, we know, especially in our community, there is this epidemic, if you will, of literacy or the lack thereof. So I think that black students could benefit from whatever services there are, whatever they are, whether it's bilingual services, whatever. They should get it first before students who are not supposed to be here. So yeah, she needs to resign. Now, I don't know how that works, if they can fire her. Maybe she needs to be voted out or whatever the case is. But yeah, she needs to resign, do the right thing, because I wouldn't want my child going to no school that she is presiding over, because clearly she is anti-black. So anyway, y'all let me know what you
think. Yeah, she anti-black. I want y'all to check this out. Get a load of this right here. You know, right? You know, it's right here. You know? Yeah.
Tonight, community leaders in East Aurora are, quote, systemic changes in the district to create what they say is needed, a more inclusive environment for all students and staff. An East Aurora school board member publicly apologizing tonight for comments she allegedly made a year ago during an interview for a vacant school board position for District 131.
I deeply apologize for the hurt and frustrations I clearly have caused. It was never my intention to offend or discriminate in any way, shape, or form against any minority group.
The comments, community leaders say, resurfaced in a recording from a closed session meeting.
And I was so focused on responding to the questions being asked that I failed to respond to this particular question with the sensitivity and care that it warranted.
ABC 7 has obtained what we're told is audio of those comments, but we are not sharing it because the remarks came during a closed meeting and we do not have the full context. However, people at tonight's meeting called board member Myra Reyes' words regarding the district's dual language program insensitive and unfair to black students.
We must be very demanding in making sure that people who represents the community and just not one race is serving.
East Aurora black community leaders say the apology is not enough.
Apology was nice. Unfortunate, it's a year late.
Now they are demanding her resignation as well as changes within the district to allow for a more inclusive environment.
This is not a matter of asking for anything. This is our right. This is our heritage.
We want to continue this discussion, and we want to continue to really force her resignation, because representation matters and what you say matter for the good of our children.
Following intense public comment at tonight's school board meeting, the district board president saying the road ahead to repair is not easy, but necessary.
And it is something that we have to do together as a community to make the district, where every student is able to thrive and staff members feel like they're at home.
The district superintendent responding to allegations of an unwelcome environment within the district, saying in part, quote, improving the climate and culture of our district remains one of my highest priorities. The statement continuing to say, we have been actively analyzing historical trends and community feedback to foster an...
This is Aurora, right? This is Illinois. like right outside of Chicago. That's where this took place. So you see there's a pattern here. There's a pattern here, bro. You know.
A growing number of Black community leaders in the western suburbs say District 131 is fostering. A growing number of Black community leaders in the western suburbs say East Aurora School District 131 is fostering a hostile environment.
Now they're calling for action, including the resignation of a school board member.
Tia Ewing joins us now with the latest on this.
Well, Don and Scott, this all started trending over the weekend. An article came out about this, and the community has been talking about it ever since. Black leaders from organizations like the NAACP and the Quad County Urban League say there's a troubling culture of fear and exclusion affecting both students and staff. Now, at the center of this controversy is school board member Myra Reyes. Community members say her past comments about the district's dual language program unfairly pit Black and Hispanic students against each other. Audio obtained from her 2024 interview for a vacant board seat allegedly reveals Reyes questioning whether non-Spanish speaking students like African-American students should have equal access to bilingual advantages. Although Reyes wasn't selected for that position at the time, she later won a seat in the April 2025 election. That win also marked the first time in years that the board has no Black representative. The DuPage NAACP president Michael Childress says a school board member should be pushing equality.
Isn't that what we're supposed to be trying to strive for in this community and in the country? Is that equality should be the basis of everything we do, and as far as pushing one group down so that it sounds like you're anti-equality on all levels.
Now, of course, we did reach out to Reyes for a comment, but we have not heard back. Community leaders, parents, and staff are expected to attend the East Aurora School Board meeting tonight at 7 to address this very issue. And of course, we will be following this story. Scott?
Okay, so I'm just, just sharing some things with y'all, man. Bless the like button. It ain't nothing. So now this happened. We're going to go to L.A. This happened in L.A. This is what the L.A. City Council member said about Black folks. So this is not a Los Angeles thing. This is a nationwide thing, right? Check it.
Anger, outrage, and chaos at City Hall. The LA City Council in turmoil after racist remarks are made public.
Tonight, protesters are calling for the immediate resignation of former council president Nuri Martinez and 2 other members as the scandal intensifies. We have live team coverage on the political uproar and the growing fallout. We begin with Mary Beth McDade live at City Hall tonight. Mary Beth.
And Mike and Cher, things are pretty quiet out here tonight, but earlier today it was a whole different story when the cries for these 3 city council members to resign grew extremely loud, both out here in front of City Hall and inside the chamber. Outrage filled a packed LA City Council chamber. 2 of the 4 heard on the racist recording showed up for the city council meeting, Gil Cedillo and Kevin De Leon. The disgraced city councilmen finally left, basically forced out by the angry crowd. The crowd finally quieted when an emotional councilman, Mike Bonin, spoke.
I am reeling from the revelations of what these people said.
Councilwoman Nuri Martinez can be heard criticizing Bonin's adopted Black son, calling him a little monkey in Spanish.
And then there's this white guy with this little Black kid who's misbehaved, little Black, and then there's
calling him a adopted Black son. Heard criticizing Bonin's adopted Black son, calling him a little monkey in Spanish.
And then there's this white guy with this little Black kid who's misbehaved. The kid is bouncing off the effing walls on the floor, practically tipping it over. There's nothing you can do to control him.
These people stabbed us and shot us and cut the spirit of Los Angeles.
Then it was the public's turn to speak.
And I condemn her for her words because she has laid a nuclear bomb here that we will not allow to divide us.
The reason this is a hard meeting to conduct is because we heard an hour of some of the most hateful things the city has ever heard from 3-4 people in some of the most powerful positions in Los Angeles. People are hurting.
Acting City Council President Mitch O'Farrell agreed his colleagues must go.
The court of public opinion has rendered a verdict, and the verdict is they all must resign.
Meantime, outside City Hall,
Hey, ho, ho, terrorists, got to go.
Demonstrators showed unity and condemned the racist remarks while calling for the city council members to resign.
We cannot have representatives who are racist. Racists do not represent our communities, so we need immediate resignations.
Martinez didn't attend Tuesday's meeting, saying she's taking a leave of absence.
She was the one that was calling monkeys online. She said black folks are monkeys. They're apes. They're primates. She was caught on a audio tape recording going in on black folks. And this woman is a LA City Council member saying that blacks were dusty, they're ugly, they're monkeys. They don't have no home training. I mean, she went in on black folks because she didn't think wasn't nobody listening. See, this is how she got caught on this recording. She been talking greasy about black people. The white person says, you know what? The next time she start talking greasy about black folks, I'm going to record it. She didn't realize that the white man was recording her while she was going in on black folks, calling black kids little monkeys in Spanish. Yeah. She truly thought wasn't nobody recording or wasn't nobody listening.
So we need immediate resignations.
Martinez didn't attend Tuesday's meeting, saying she's taking a leave of absence. She has stepped down as city council president.
All of them. These are your LA City Council members. They was calling blacks monkeys, primates, allocating funds and resources to the Latina community, not giving none to the black community in Los Angeles. I mean, they got caught on tape talking reckless about black folks. Just like that Mexican woman in Houston was talking reckless about black folks. Just like that Mexican woman in Chicago was talking reckless about black folks. This right here is a part of their culture. This is how they truly feel.
But hasn't given up her seat. Neither have De Leon or Cedillo. The only one to resign is the fourth person involved in the disturbing discussion, labor leader Ron Herrera.
They have never been representing our communities. That's why we feel that it's very strongly that we need to start voting around values and not around identity politics.
Well, President Joe Biden has joined the very long list of people calling on these three city council members to resign. Now, the city council does not have the power to force them to do so, but they did file a motion today to censure them. For now, reporting live here at City Hall, Mary Beth McDade. We'll send it back to you.
Yeah, man. So there it is. There it is. Ooh, there it is. Ooh, there it is. Shaka laga shaka laga shaka whoop shaka laga shaka laga shaka laga shaka whoop there it is whoop there it is.
The amount of times that I will always and forever say that I hate. Oh my God, I hate.
She says she's gonna say it again. She hate N-words with a hard ER. She can't say it enough how much she can't stand N-words. Black folks are monkeys. They deserve to be in slavery. That's what this Mexican woman said. And keep in mind, she was a police officer.
I will always and forever say that I hate. Oh my God, I hate. Like I hate y'all. Like you. Like I don't. Oh, we were slaves, isn't that? I hate. Like I hate y'all. I hate. Like I hate y'all. Like you. Like I don't. Oh, we were slaves, isn't that? I don't give a like for a reason you guys were slaves. You guys don't know anything better than to steal. Like oh my. Like I was literally eating food with my friend. He had his. Oh my God. Like I don't know. Por Dios, por gracias de Dios. I had my wallet next to me, like my whole purse, and those like that little small ass decided not to steal my wallet. Oh my God, I would have grabbed my heel and like whooped the out of that ass. But like whatever, right? Some other little side that he had decided to steal my friend's wallet. Like how possible bro can you stupidly be to steal other wallet. Like, please tell me, like, how do you know the pin? Like, bro, like, how, like, oh my God, like, oh my, like, I swear to y'all should have, like, we were literally eating there. I had my wallet next to me. I pulled up a chair. I put my purse there, and my, like, this is why I need to start carrying. Like, oh my God, like, that's L on me for not carrying. Like, okay, like, I'll take that shit on the chin, like, whatever, right? But, like, my friend literally had his phone and his wallet, like, right next to us, and we were eating, chit-chatting. We were there for, like, fucking 40 minutes already, and then two fucking little decided to walk past us. One of them decided to run up on my friend and grab the wallet from the table, and oh my God, my friend took off running after him. I get up and I grab that other from the neck, and I was like, hey, I was like, tell your friend to get the back here. He's like, get the off me, like, I'm not gonna punch a female. I was like, I don't give a I was like, what the are you gonna possibly say? Like, are you gonna call 911 because I called you a no, right? Oh my God. I don't know.
He said, are you going to call the police because I called you a monkey? Call the police. I'll call you a monkey again. Yeah. She said, I am the police. You're going to call the police. You might as well call me. You're damn right. I'm going to call you a monkey again. You're damn right. I said black folks deserve to be in slavery. I'll call you a monkey 10 more times. She doubled down on it. Hey, she doubled down.
Oh, this shit didn't record, but it was like, I'm kind of glad it didn't record because it was like me expressing how much I hated black people after this. Like, dog, like, let me get a no, right? Oh my God. I don't know. This shit didn't record, but it was like, I'm kind of glad it didn't record because it was like me expressing how much I hated black people after this. Like, dog, like, let me get a black person on a 911 call tomorrow, especially. You're going to fucking jail. I don't give a You're getting treated like a bunch of shit because why the as you as a small ass are you learning how to feel already? Like, how the like in downtown, Nick, I grabbed that other dude from the neck and I was like, hey, I was like, get your friend to get over here right now or else. And he's like, hey, back off. Like, I don't hit females. I was like, I don't give a you. He's like, I'm gonna call cops. I was like, I don't give a I was like, please tell a 911 cop that I called you. Where is the like crime in that? Please, like, scammer gets scammed. Like, please tell them I called you. Like, oh my God, but
whoa, she went in. She said, I can't stand you monkeys. And I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it loud and proud. She was proud of it. She stood on business. Hit that like button, man. Dumping and plucking monkeys. Dumping and plucking monkeys. She says she ready to get rid of you monkeys. Sick of these monkeys.
Well, this story wants your feedback. The number in the top corner of your screen, 713-581-9914, or join my TikTok and give me some feedback. So this woman is a Houston police officer, and she has been relieved of duty and under investigation for social media posts that are now going viral on social media for her allegedly using racial slurs over and over again. In the video, the officer, identified as Ashley Gonzalez, also uses the same language to talk about a person she arrested. It's a story we first broke right here on Fox last night.
Like, oh my God, I felt like I was back in the Marine. Like, I kid you not. I don't know what came over me. I grabbed by the neck and I was like, come here, you. And oh my God, like, I felt like the world just stopped. Like, it was just peace. Like, I don't know. And then he was just like even I in my head, I was like, damn, te pasaste, because I called him a dog. Like, imagine how many downtown chimps were there. They could have beat him.
Downtown chimps, she says. Fox 26's Leslie Delasport spent today digging into Officer Gonzalez and talking with other officers as well, outraged by what they've heard. Leslie.
Yeah, that's right, Anthony. As you said, there's a lot of outrage behind this video showing an HPD officer using racial slurs, including the N-word. Now, sources say the officer in the video, Ashley Gonzalez, is being investigated for her behavior, and she joined HPD in 2024. Now, HPD tells us Gonzalez was assigned to the South Gessner Patrol Division. If you're familiar with that area off 59, it's an area known for its diversity. Now, the Afro-American Police Officers League, or AAPOL, says while the departments continue recruiting, officers must still meet the standards required to wear the badge. APOL says training alone is not enough, and they're calling for a swift and thorough investigation. The group says complaints have been pouring in, describing the remarks in the video as disgraceful, distasteful, and despicable. They add this moment calls for restorative justice, and they also say they don't want Gonzalez to join another agency, and they hope the state will revoke her license.
I also urge that this department takes a deep look into this officer's body camera footage and her files and JPR, her reviews with her supervisors, to see what type of character she's had since joining the HPD. There needs to be some type of conversation to restore the trust in that community. It's very disheartening from what we saw in that video.
And I was like, come here, you. And oh my God, like I felt like the world just stopped.
Just as it states in our general orders when it comes to employee misconduct, if an officer has any type of suspicion or anything that an officer carries in their mind or carries or have a belief towards, you need to say something. You know, you're not tattling or ratting someone out. You are protecting the integrity of this profession.
And tonight, HPD confirms that Officer Gonzalez has been relieved of duty as this investigation continues. Reporting from HPD headquarters, Leslie Dellis for Fox 26 News.
Man. So this has been going on for way too long. Oh, this has been going on for way too long. Make sure that you guys bless that like button. It ain't nothing. She gives a follow-up.
And talk to me about this video, right?
Woman, man, I think she's somebody out there. She like one of the Power to the People movement in Texas.
Well, the video was sent to our team, and it was by a actual source that is directly close to Ms. Ashley. And so when we looked at this video, at first I didn't know what I was looking at. And so then when I looked at it in disgust, because I was like, wait a minute, who is this? And like, why is this person talking about black people like this, like, and freely, you know? And like, it's just unacceptable. And then with further research that came into the play was that this person is an HPD officer. And I'm like, wait, what? And so by this time I contacted leadership with HPD. Hey, have you seen this video? Do. And they turned around and they were like, she's been, you know, no longer.
Yeah, relieved of duty.
Yeah, she's relieved of duty was what they told me. I was like, oh, okay. I said, but that's not enough. And I said, because we need an investigation in regards to how many people that were African American who she claims if she goes to work and they're African American, she's bringing them to jail. We need to know how many people in Harris County that had encounters with her. We need
400 likes, man. We got 400 plus people watching. We need 400 people to bless that like button. Make sure that you do what it do.
To know that. And then another thing they did share with me was that she is under IED investigation as well. So I was pleased with that, but I'm not pleased in regards to she could possibly go to another policing agency. So that's why we're following this. And this is why I'm going for her T-code certification, because we cannot have someone.
Yeah, she's a civil rights advocate. Yeah, for sure. That's Dr. Matthews. Go ahead, sister. Go on with your bad ass and tell it like it is.
That's representing public trust with those type of ideologies. That's unacceptable.
What did you say was the IED investigation? There's
yes.
Some sort of, so
HPD has internal affairs, yes.
Oh, an internal affairs investigation.
Absolutely.
Is also part of it.
Absolutely.
Talk to me about what are you now asking of the public?
I know a lot of you people don't like blessing the like button. The likes are free. I'm giving you some of the rawest content you're going to get. I don't pander. I don't cater. I just tell it like it is. Bless that like button if you appreciate this raw content. The unfiltered truth. That's what you get when you come over here. So if you don't want none of that watered down stuff where you got to cater and pander to people, you want somebody that's going to tell it like it is, make sure that you bless that like button when you stop through my channel.
Looking for people who may have had encounters
Oh,
with her?
absolutely, because we put out a flyer on social media, and we want the community, whoever that has any interaction, whoever has been arrested by Officer Gonzalez, we need to hear from them, because we're going to help them get legal resources. We are going to help them shine a light, and we're going to help them to get justice and also have fair due process. And I just hope throughout this investigation that some of these people who may have been affected pled guilty. We hope they didn't. You know what I mean? So I've talked to several attorneys, so I got a team that's ready.
What does this mean for any of the people that may have been in contact with her, may have had a case with her, may have been arrested by her?
Right.
What does that mean for them in their cases?
Well, that's what we're on, and that's why I want, the legal representation. That's why I want to have the legal resources to be able to help them navigate through that process. Because as advocates and activists, that's our job. That's what we do. And so I want to make sure that civil rights are not violated and that they actually did have due process. And then if not, then the legal ramifications need to roll. Period.
Does this raise questions about?
Oh, absolutely, because I'm like, she was very comfortable. I mean, she was very offensive. I mean, my thing is, for you to, that's not something that you just woke up with. You've been thinking like this. And then for you to be in public service with that type of behavior, we're not going to have that. Absolutely not. She has to go. And I'm going to ensure that those licenses are gone.
From the recording, it looked like it was posted on Instagram, correct? And it was posted on Instagram close friends. So
yes.
So it seemed as if it was posted to a group of followers that she has in a group of friends.
Absolutely, yes. And so the thing was, she hurried up and took down the page. Well, screenshots last forever. And so we have the exact screenshots to show that it is connected to you. So at this point of juncture right now is that the jig is up. The cat is out the bag, ma'am. You're not going to be in law enforcement anymore by the time I get done with you. And I mean it. And that's why I'm very adamant about people, African-American people that encountered with her. Because we need to know, did you just go to jail because you were driving while black? We need to know, was your skin your sin? We need to know what's going on with this, because again, she's
just imagine all the black people she was harassing in Houston. She took pride in locking up monkeys. She said, I grabbed that monkey by his neck and put him in handcuffs. She was proud to tell that story. She took pride in locking black folks up. As she would say, monkeys. She said, I locked that monkey up and grabbed him by his neck and took him to jail. Oh, she was proud to tell that story. I agree 100%.
People that encountered with her, because we need to know, did you just go to jail because you were driving while black? We need to know, was your skin your sin? We need to know what's going on with this, because again, she's dishonest, and we can't have that. And all of her cases need to be investigated.
So right now, in light of this video, you're asking for the community to come forward.
Yes.
And then from there, you're wanting to see what comes next, right? With getting a legal team together to see what can be done?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's what we want to do.
So right now, it's just the call is for anybody who has had an encounter to come forward, and then we'll go from there.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Anything else that you'd like to add? I know I did see the officers union posted a statement as well, saying that it was disturbing.
Right.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, you know what? I'm actually refreshed that the officers union even made a statement like that, because normally, unions like to protect their own, but clearly it shows that they want to hold her accountable as well. So if you have your own union want to hold you accountable, that means the jig is up, ma'am. That means that they have some type of humanity, that this is not okay, because let's be clear, she's making it bad for all the good officers, and that's not what we want. And I see that's exactly how the police union is looking at this as well. So I'm very pleased with how they're taking this as well at this time.
Yeah, because what does this mean for the community? I know there is community policing, and there are officers with HPD that try to do events and get the community to trust. What does this do for trust?
What it does, and that's why we need to get in front of it, because what it does, it causes a discord between the community and law enforcement, and that's not what we want. In fact, it also causes a discord between Hispanics and African Americans, and that's not what we want. We want unity. We want accountability. We want transparency, because accountability breeds responsibility. So it's our responsibility as community leaders, as activists and advocates, to get in front of this so it does not spiral out of control.
What does this do for the trust of the community?
I mean, it puts a damper in it, you know what I mean? But by the police union making that statement, it kind of, you know, it's helping out a little bit, you know, but we're definitely going to be working throughout this process so we know that we're going to send a message that this will not be tolerated.
And have people reached out to you already?
Oh, yeah, my phone been blowing up since yesterday. Since yesterday.
So this is people that have encounters with her or know her? Or just
people that know her. I even had people that went to school with her and said that she was a nasty person in school. She went to Elsick High School, allegedly, from what they said. And then they supposed to be sending me a yearbook picture. Then we got pictures of her in the military, in the Marines. We have people that was in the Marines with her that was disgusted. That sent this to us.
She did say when, you know, she was in the Marines. Yeah.
And this is somebody who's supposed to serve our country, that's supposed to serve enemies foreign and domestic, but you run around here being a domestic terrorist doing this kind of stuff, talking about black people and putting them in jail because they black. I don't think so. And calling us monkeys and stuff. Baby, please.
So you had people, a lot of people are reaching out.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
So now you're going through kind of those.
Oh, yeah.
Narrowing it down.
Yeah, this is far from over. We just getting started. Let the games begin.
She said, let the games begin. We just getting started, baby. Oh, we just getting started, baby. Hit that like button, man, to support the show. You know what it is. You know we gonna go hard in the paint over here, over here, over here. Not just the Houston Police League. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, baby. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts, or maybe. She did it. She did it. She's in hot water. She's in hot water. And rightfully so. This woman was talking nasty about black folks. Wouldn't let it go. So we're gonna go. We got another one. Back with another one. The other one. Shout out to that sister right there for doing her job. I really appreciate you.
Candace Matthews, national-renowned human rights activist, advocate, and author, I might say. Well, we out here today, tonight actually, in regards to Officer Ashley Gonzalez. Well, I'm going to say used to be Officer Ashley Gonzalez. So I just find it interesting that she was just so bold and emboldened to just be talking like that on social media about black people, okay? And you think you're gonna be a police officer in my city over here displaying that kind of behavior. Baby, let me give the community an update. She is no longer working for HPD. She was gone as of today, okay? Because she got that belt to that ass. Because
you got that belt to that ass. To that ass. Ta-da, how you like me now?
As of today, okay, because she got that belt to that ass. Because what we're not gonna do is tolerate no police officers that's holding a badge and then you're damn racist. And then when I looked at the video in disgust because she made it clear about African Americans dropping the M-bombs, calling us monkeys and all this and stuff. First of all, ma'am, you is not to catch me out because let's be clear, your teeth smaller than that big mouth that you was over there talking about. If we gonna talk, let's talk about that. But what you're not gonna do is talk about black people and then you're gonna say that, well, when I go to work today, that you're gonna arrest somebody black. So I've been in talks with leadership with HPD. And I made it very clear, because let me tell y'all the difference between the news and the difference between activists and advocates. What we do, we put the belt to the ass and apply the pressure, Okay, the news, they just gonna cover the story. No, we're not gonna cover the story and be done with it. We're gonna follow this because that is very dangerous. That is like a chef that don't wash his hands, okay? That is how dangerous that is. And so, like I said, I've been in talks with leadership with HPD. She's currently under investigation, even though she's fired, but I've made my demands very clear, and I'm gonna continue to apply the pressure. You are going to lose your T-code license, ma'am, okay? You are not going to be able to work at any police agency because I'm going to follow it. And if I find out that any police agency, because I know damn sure you're not going to precinct 1 through 8. I know that already off top. But any other the 254 counties, and I find out that you going to any one of those police agencies, I'ma drop that heat on that agency. And I'ma send the DOJ and everybody up in there, and I'ma flush your behind out like a damn roach. Baby, when I get through with you, you are gonna be like wet dope. You won't be able to go nowhere. And I mean it. Because when I say I'm gonna put that belt on your ass, I mean just that. Because this is what we're not gonna do in our city. So do we have any questions?
Candace, can you explain for those that haven't seen the video yet, which we will be releasing, what more or less break it down, what's the context of what was said?
The context on what was said by this racist. And you know what I find out that's really interesting about this is that she's Hispanic, y'all. You just like black people. Baby, I used to come pick your ass up. So why is you over here trying to pick and choose race and all that? So anyway, basically what she did, she turned around and she made it very clear how she don't like black people, where she's saying the N-word several times and saying it with confidence. And then she made it clear, like when she goes to work, she's gonna be arresting black people. So now what we need to look at is who is in Harris County Jail right now that is innocent because of her racist ideologies. And she thinks that she about to go to another agency. No, you're not. Because I'm going to put this belt on your ass. I don't care where you go. Because I'm going to follow this stuff and we're going to follow it to the letter. And that's just how that's going to go. Because let me tell y'all, I don't have time for this. Our city don't have time for this. I'm not sending my kids out to go hang out just like y'all, you know? And then they turn around here and then you wondering, dang, you took my child to jail because they riding around wild black? I don't think so. That's what we're not gonna do. Any other questions?
What is your plan of action? What's next? What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing next?
Okay, what are we doing at this time right now? Like I said, I've been in talks with leadership with HPD. An investigation is underway at this point right now. But what me and my team are going to do, we are going to file a complaint with T-Code because I'm going for her license. And that's just the bottom line. Baby, you're not going to be able to work at no security place. Baby, you might as well go on and go to Sonic and make an extra long hot dog with the extra onions. Because that's all that you about to get ready to do. So, and I'm going to say just like this. See, I got smoke for racist cops. And I don't give a damn where you come from. And I'm going to let you know right now, I want all the smoke, even if you watching it. Watch it if you want to, because I'm going to smoke your behind out here.
Oh, man. She said she want all the smoke.
Like I said, I want all that smoke. All of it. Like I said, I want all that smoke. All of it.
Candace, one more question before we wrap it up. What do you have to say to anybody that might have been arrested by this woman? Because at this point, it makes you wonder about any prior arrests conducted by this officer.
You need to reach out to me and my team because we are not going to stop. We are going to follow this to the letter. And then I'm also going to contact FBI as well, too, because also it could be some civil rights violations as well. Okay, and civil rights attorneys, get with me because we finna ride down on this heifer, and I mean it. Any other questions?
Hey, man, she ain't playing. This sister right here is very entertaining, man. I like her personality. She don't hold no punches. That's what I like about her. She gonna tell it like it is. She ain't gonna hold no punches. She don't give a damn about who gets offended. I like that because that's how I do my commentary. I'm the same way, man. So salute. Man, she went in. She cooking. She cooking.
Get with me, because we finna ride down on this some civil rights violations as well, okay? And civil rights attorneys, get with me, because we finna ride down on this heifer, and I mean it. Any other questions? Get ready, heifer. I got smoke for you. Let me tell y'all racist laws that still got badges. I'ma flush every last one of you jokers out of any police agency in my state, in my city. And then Miss Ashley Gonzalez, I'ma let you know right now, baby. I got smoke for you, because you finna lose your license and you finna not be at no police agency, because I'm finna put that belt on your ass and the rest of them jokers that's in that police agency that's some damn racist. Because I mean it. You understand? I mean it.
Oh man, listen, homie, listen here. You know, hey man. Oh Lord Jesus, man, help him. I mean, she did her job, man. She ain't playing no games out here, bruh. Woo woo. We got 500. Let me say this to you guys, man. We got 576 people watching. We need 500 plus people to bless that like button while we do what we do over here. Stand on that FBA business. Man, this is what I'm gonna do. I want you guys to you can come up and keep it brief. Keep as long as you keep the language clean, I don't have a problem. So I'm gonna pull a few people up right now. I'm gonna pull a few people up right now. And we got to keep it brief because I got a couple of runs to make, but I will bring a couple of people up to speak. So you want to add to the conversation? The time is now. Hey, she wasn't playing, man. She went in. She didn't hold new punches. She was with the business, live, direct, and full effect. She said, "I'm gonna put this belt to your ass." Oh man, listen, man. Oh man, we got Big E in the building, y'all. Big E.
What it do, Red? What it do, chat?
Chilling, bro. Chilling. You got it. Let me grab my water real quick. You got the flow.
Now, see, before when Red used to make these videos, they thought we was tripping. You know, talking about we making a big deal out of nothing. Okay, how much more proof do y'all need? And on how many different levels do you need to see it? You see a bunch of street cats just sitting around, the Latino ones. What are they talking about? Anti-blacks. You already know what the prison cats is like. Now again, you officer, they in your school boards, they on your city councils. Now, I'm gonna keep it 100 with a lot of y'all because Cali was really the prototype state. They slid this right up under our nose because you know what I'm saying. We thought it was something that it wasn't. But when we tried to tell y'all what's going on, oh no, y'all scared of the Mexicans. Oh no, y'all just this. Oh no, y'all just okay. Now y'all having these same issues in Atlanta, right? In Chicago, right? In New York, right? Okay, so now it's at y'all doorstep. So now y'all see it's political. You get what I'm saying? See, when you have a political machine behind you, it's easy. I mean, if y'all really paying attention to the rabbit hole, they had a hookup on truck driver's license. They had a hookup on regular license. They had the EBT hookup, right? They had the county hookup, right? They know where to go get under the table jobs, right? They took over fast food, the ice cream trucks, landscaping, right? All the jobs that our kids used to have during the summer, you know, the things that we used to do, they came and just took all that over, right? But we wasn't paying attention. See what I'm saying? We didn't know they politics. We ain't, again, we're not talking about a few personal relationships. We're talking about how they move as a unit. See, they not all over the place the way black people are. That's why they able to get the things done politically that they did. You see what I'm saying? Like y'all already know within the Latino diaspora, none of them people get along. Like Mexicans don't get along with Salvadorians and et cetera, et cetera. But politically, they all move as one unit. That's the difference between them and us, period. You could have your beliefs. You could be a Muslim. You could be an Israelite. You could be a Christian. What we as black people still do not get, the one thing we all are supposed to agree upon is economics. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. You don't have to like each other, but all y'all still got to pay your bills. All y'all still want to be able to do for your kids, et cetera, et cetera. You get what I'm saying? But we like if somebody disagree with you, oh you a bust, or you a mark, or you a B word, or you stupid. They talk to you like Roland Martin do.
Yeah, Biggie, but this is
You
what
know
we're
what I'm
gonna do.
saying?
I'm gonna bring up I'm gonna pass it around because I gotta bounce in a minute, but I'm gonna bring up Scoop real quick. Go ahead, Scoop. You got the flow, Scoop.
Salute Red, salute to the chat, salute Biggie. Man, Biggie up here cooking, man. Look, I'm another Cali native, you know what I'm saying? 56 years old. So I've been around the block a few times. Um, this is what we was trying to warn everybody about, and nobody wanted to believe us. You know, we got accused of being soft out here in Cali. Nah, we got riders out here in Cali. We not soft at all. But when you don't know economics, that's where the problem comes in. When you can't economically assert your power, that's what you got to be able to do. Now, when you living in your mama house or you living in Big Mama house and Big Mama died, who get the house? When you ain't got the capital to get that house, when the bank ain't gonna let you get the house, when Big Mama will don't say the house specifically go to you, and the house goes into probate, and you sitting in the courtroom with a judge telling you, yeah, Big Mama house gonna go to all of y'all. And everybody ain't on the same accord, and everybody got some different idea of what they want to do with Big Mama house. And the only thing y'all decide to do is, well, let's sell it and split the cash. Well, who you think got the cash to come get that house? Who you think working at Bank of America? Who you think work at Chase? Who you think gonna get them loans? Now your neighborhood is steadily diminishing because Big Mamas, everybody got one, and eventually Big Mama gonna leave this earth one day. When y'all can't hold on to that property, when they start gentrifying your neighborhood, when they start taking things away, what you gonna do? When your representation that's in your city council, your government, your representatives, your senators, and they look like these people that's coming across that border, what you gonna say? Because they not for you. We gotta understand that like Biggie said, LA is the blueprint. You want to know anything, fall back and look back to where it started from. It's starting from here. Because we right by the border. That's our biggest problem. We share a border with Mexico. So they can run over here with all that unchecked immigration all they want. So for those who say, well, the Democrats ain't the problem, Kamala wasn't the problem, y'all shouldn't have let Trump in there. Well, Trump benefits us in Cali because we got an immigration problem. When we can't get jobs, when we can't move correctly, when they all around us, they buying up homes, we losing homes, and we got to move out of our neighborhoods because we can't afford the rent because they move 5 and 6 families to a home just to pay the bills, and then all the jobs is going to them. How are we supposed to make a living? Nobody's going to let you stay in that house forever if you can't pay the rent. Nobody's gonna let you stay in that house if you can't pay the mortgage. What happens when the lights get shut off, the gas gets shut off? You gotta work, you gotta eat, you gotta feed yourself. Somehow there's gotta be an income. How do you get an income when all the forklift jobs are going to them, all the truck driver jobs is going to them, even the fast food jobs is going to them when they gatekeeping everything? You are pretty much being forced out of a neighborhood that you built, your ancestors built, and that you came from. They don't respect that. They don't care about that. You see how disrespectful they are? Where's the podcasters that's talking about this lady, this cop? Where's the Hispanic podcasters condemning her? You don't see that. It's a one-sided relationship. It always has been. There has never been no black and brown coalition. That's something these Democrats push to get votes, to get them under our noses to where they can give them everything and they're not giving us anything. Some of y'all say, well, we don't need to be giving anything. We need to get out here and get it. How do you get out here and get it when no one is going to give you an opportunity? When the opportunities are slim because of them, and the only slim opportunities go to them, they don't go to us. Period. Like, being on code means we got to see the play first. We got to know. They don't frequent our places of business, but we sure frequent theirs. That's got to stop. Like I said, we have no friends. We don't. Not as a collective. You may have a few people you rock with, but no, we don't have friends as a collective. We have been reactive instead of proactive. I'm watching my city of LA. My city of LA, I'm a low bottoms baby. Just changed this over and over and over. Seeing people that I know good and dang well ain't from this soil. But when they come here, they don't learn that. They actually believe that this is their land. And I see some people in the comments, well, California actually was Mexico, so it makes sense because that's their land. No, the hell it ain't. If I sell you my car, dude, is that still my car? If you paid me for my car, that's no longer my car. That's now your car. You can do as you please with that car. That's California. California was never that. To believe that, then that means you believe that they founded this land. And they didn't. That was our people. Our people didn't all come on no damn ships, a small minority. We was already here. Learn your history. That's the problem. That's the problem with us. We are so easily fooled and so friendly and so nice. We just accept anything and everybody does to us. Where's the pushback? Where's the I'm not taking this no more? Where is no, you got us all the way messed up. I'm going to be for my peoples and I'm going to be down for my peoples and I'm going to stay down for my people. Regardless. We giving them way too much leeway. We give way too many people the opportunity to disrespect. That's why this cop did what she did. Because there's no pushback. There's nothing. She felt I could disrespect black people, talk about black people, mistreat black people, get in a position of power, go to the military, get in another position of power, come out of the military, go be a cop, get in another position of power, and use all that power, bring out all my racist rants, all my racist activities, and go against black people, and ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me because all black people do is, as they always say, they just complain, they just complain. That's all black people do is complain and play victim. Well, when is the action gonna start? That's what I want to know. When's the action gonna start? When are we gonna realize our enemies?
Yeah, shout out to Scoop, man. I appreciate Scoop sliding through. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let WSG because I gotta make a move in a minute. So I'm trying to let everybody speak their piece. WSG, you got it, bro.
What's going on, Red? What's up, chat? How y'all doing, man? Can you hear me?
Pretty good, brother. Yeah, loud and clear, brother. You got it.
All right, man. I'm another LA man, as you know, Gardena. Man, I'm gonna speak to everybody cooking today. I'm gonna be quick and brief because I know you got other people. I know you got to bounce, man. But it's gone on long enough, and I'm speaking to my people specifically. It's gone on long enough. This needs to stop. There's there's no apologies anymore. There's no, hey, you my brother, hey, this the coalition. None of that. It's over. It is absolutely over. Every time we turn around and say, okay, they cool, all right, maybe that was a mistake, they go and do it again. Why are my people so hard-headed and can't get it understood that it's over? These are not your people. It's never been proven in the Bible that these are our people. There are scriptures here and there, but that ain't enough proof. These people think they're white. They are accepted. They would rather accept a penny that has gone through the most dingy situations at the bottom of a toilet than $1 million from a respectable black man. Medic, it is actually insane. Peace, love, and forgiveness my people have to exact. It's why pushback, things that have been let go. There's been a lot of things that have been turned away, or we just turn a blind eye to, and it's those exact things that have popped over the years have begun to translate into what's going on today and how bad it is today. See, it's a silent evil, but you got to expose it, and we actually really got to push him back more. Nah, you can't do this. You do that. We got to tell. We got to give as many no's out as many no's that come in, and it's difficult. I know, but here's I don't do events anymore. I don't like sneak con. I don't go to no kind of just events because I'm sorry, bro. I got to come through the door with it. If there's one of them there, I'm not going because it's ruined. It may be mainly or for the most part a lot of black folks there, but you'll see like maybe one or two or three or four or five, six. I'm not going, bro. I'm staying home. I'm just gonna keep on studying and getting wiser. Cause that's the way this game need to be played. We need to be getting smarter out here with this stuff. I'm sorry. One of them in the crowd, I won't be around. That's just the way I gotta see it. It's just the way I gotta play it. We can't be nice no more, man. This world ain't meant for being nice.
Yeah.
This world is meant for being,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Meant for being a little ruthless out here, man. Business or not. And I
Hey,
say
you
we
gotta be ruthless.
oh yeah, absolutely. I say we keep it strictly business. But every time somebody say keep it strictly business, one of us want to go over there and shake their hand, dap them up, and be friendly with them, knowing dang well in their heart they are ready to delete you at the drop of a dime. Gotta start being more reluctant with our decisions, especially towards that crowd. And I'm gonna leave with this. I'm speaking to my people with this in the other parts of the country, especially the South or Midwest, who've not experienced the high definition of racism that we've experienced out here. Now we've told y'all this is true. These are things that happen out here. When you're dealing with them, you're dealing with white people. This is true. We've said this a million times. Here's the thing. What they don't understand out there in the eastern part of the country and the southern part, and I'll give it to the Midwest too. Out here in the West Coast, we're fighting two countries. That's way harder than just fighting one because it's two countries symbolically working together to keep us undermined or to keep us underdeveloped or underleveled. We won't have as many opportunities as access as on the eastern region of the country or the southern region of the country. We're not going to have that because we don't have as many of us in positions that are going to lend a hand up to us. It's not accessible. We're going to be held back or blocked. We're not going to get those opportunities, and they dang sure ain't going to come in as easy as you think. So I land with saying, as far as it goes for our color, and as far as it goes for how beautiful and influential we are, my people especially, we have to keep it smart. We have to keep studying and learning and getting wiser. We cannot just accept a handshake and an apology anymore because those are the same things that made us weak, just being so
Yeah.
accepting. So, anyways, Red, man, I'm a tap out, man, but I love y'all, man. Y'all stay up out there.
Much love to you, man. I want you to stay safe, man. Let me bring up LA Mike, man. And LA Mike, where you at, my brother? Let me see. You got it, bro.
What up, Red? Can you
LA
hear me?
Mike. Yeah, I can hear you. You got it, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make it quick, Red. Like shit, I'm glad it's a lot of people on here that's actually from the LA area. I've been on here before,
Yeah.
so I'm from the east side originally, but I live in Wilmington now. So Wilmington is
Oh,
like little Tijuana. You know what I'm saying? And like dude, just to just to piggyback on what the brothers are saying, man, I've been seeing this for years. Red, remember about 4 or 5 years ago, the president of the LA City Council, what she was saying, she got caught on camera, all the heinous stuff she was talking to about a black child, how she was she was getting into it with another one of these politicians. I forgot the dude's name. He was a white guy, and she was like, "Oh, nah, we're not dealing with him. He's oh no, we got to keep these certain areas specifically. They're doing anything for blacks." She was the president of the LA, the most powerful women in the city, racist, speaking damn near just like this officer was. You know what I'm saying? And all I see is out of my people, bro. Red, why are we so welcoming? Why are we just so turn the other cheek? Like it's pathetic out here, man. I'm seeing to the point now, these Hispanics out here, they damn near trying to gentrify the N-word. You got these dudes up here saying, "Oh yeah, I'm Mexican. I don't care. I can say the N-word. Why not? I can do this." Why so like emboldened now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they like because got the numbers, they got the like as the brother was saying earlier, they got the political. All we gonna do is complain. You know what I'm saying? Even on the street level, man. I'm looking at this video of the day. Remember when them two little dudes from Compton, when the Mexicans hopped out on them dudes and was about to kill them like a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
Well, they go to they do a vlog. They go to one of the young dude, the young dude that was in the video, and they ask him, "Oh, how you feel about Mexicans saying N-word?" "Oh, I don't care. They're my niggas." I'm like, bro, how are you? These about to hop out and kill you. And now, because now you in your hood and they have no consciousness. They have no racial loyalty. And that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna end it with this. All these blacks that's doing this Democrat. This why first of all, I'm not political, but if I had to be, I damn sure wouldn't be no damn Democrat. This is what I'm saying. There's no such thing. There's no sting as no black and brown. A black referring themselves as people of color and all that. Like, we have to. They don't do that. Other groups of people don't do that. Stop minority, stop Asian. You know what I mean? When these Hispanics go and they fight for their rights and they're testing against ICE, this is for them. How come every time we try to do something, we got to involve everybody else? But for anybody that's listening, anybody in the chat, if you're not from LA, trust me, this is a melting pot. I'm so passionate and frustrated about this because you from LA too, bro. Like, I've been dealing with this my whole life. You know what I'm saying? And now it's to the point now where it's just like, this is a cop, bro. This is an officer talking like this freely on camera would not a care in the world. And I guarantee you she get hired at another police department, man. That's all I'm gonna say, Red.
Hey, I appreciate you, LA Mike, for sure, my brother. Appreciate you. Let me see. We got, what's your name? Jazz, man. We're gonna see Jazz. You got the flow.
Hello.
Yeah, this is King Supreme. You got the
Hey,
flow.
Red.
I can hear you.
Love your channel. This is my first time up, and I just wanted to come and speak on the thing. Like, I like what you do and stuff, and we need this because we the generation and the one before and all that to, you know, set an example for the next people, because that's what it's about. But like, like I don't know the story, but yeah, it'd be some crazy stuff going on. And like, I'm like Creole, I'm Louisiana and Houston person, and I've always seen this. And yeah, you're right. Over here, they mostly I see them like they everywhere where they live and where they work. They mostly populated as far as in work in like a little gas station, like a food place they got in a gas station, or the food truck, or McDonald's. And like some of them mostly cool, but I didn't. And I also encountered racism a long time ago. Like when I started working, not right when I started working, but like from like two Mexicans, a white, an Indian, and a black. But I know this about Mexican. But like one time, like, cause I'm used to like sign spinning and like doing different things and being cool. I was sign spinning over on Westheimer for this nice like 5 years ago for this nice jewelry store. It's small. It ain't like a popular basic, but I guess it was popular over there. But they was going out of business, and I was sign spinning. They was white. They hired me, and it was an Asian lady worked there and some other whites, I guess Hispanic, but they didn't do nothing to me. But when I was sign spinning, you know how they do construction? Yeah, they populate construction too. It was some construction guys across the street, and they was always staring at me and like being weird, like just staring at me like there was something wrong. And I always wondered, like, you know. And then when I passed by, when I was working over there at that time, around the same time, it was like an older white lady. She had thrown some money at me and stuff. And I said, I don't know what was going on over there, but I guess she didn't want me over there. And I was legitimately working. I was, mind you, I was just standing there listening to stuff, holding a sign. And I was like, why is people being like this? But I know because of history, you know, what it's about. That's why you got to tell the history, because the younger people, younger than us, they don't know. And everything is about each one, teach one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why we got to put them up on game. I appreciate you, sister, for pulling up. Man, you know, pull up anytime, you know.
You're welcome. Peace.
All right, peace. Listen, man, peace to everybody, man. I'm gonna do another show about this. We ain't done, man. So if I can't do it later tonight, then we'll do another one first thing in the morning. But I got some moves to make, got some corners to bend, and hopefully I can get back. You know, hopefully I don't get back too late. If I get back like before 9 o'clock, we're gonna fire up another stream and do a late night show, man. So we can pull in some of our late nighters. Peace, love, and blessings. I appreciate you all. If you haven't blessed the like button, make sure that you bless the like button. King Supreme gonna speak up for the people. Shout out to the Foundation of Black Americans, the real ones who understand where I'm coming from and don't get butt hurt when I gotta call out some of our people. Please don't get butt hurt, because I get smoked to everybody when it's necessary. Anyway, man, peace to everybody. I got some corners to bend. Shout out to everybody. We tapping out, man. Peace to everybody. I'll be back with another one later.